Hi everyone, my name is Emilia. I have a sister named Sarah. She and I are like two peas in a pod, only our hair is different. And she's always been jealous of me because my hair looks more gorgeous than hers. Well, the truth is, my hair is so beautiful that all the beauty salons started hunting for it. If you want to listen to the rest of the story, you owe me a like and a subscription. I was born with this hair. It is golden in color, shimmering in the sun like precious metals, and it's also very smooth and never tangles, looks tidy even after sleeping, and it's long, up to my waist, which is more than I can say for my sister, Sarah. It wasn't that she was born with ugly hair, it wasn't as spectacular as mine. She tried everything, haircuts, dyeing, and still wasn't happy with her hair. Why would you do that? Just keep your hair the way it is. You don't understand. I just don't like it and I want to do something about it. You wouldn't understand. That's what she always said, and she would come home from the beauty salons in tears. Mom and Dad were worried sick about it, but couldn't do anything to help her. Then I decided to take matters into my own hands. Through friends, I found the most expensive salon in town and took my sister there for a surprise. At first, Sarah was excited, but as soon as we entered the salon, I regretted going there. I was surrounded almost immediately by the masters and receptionists themselves, who started taking photos and videos, but I refused, not allowing it because my sister was forced out and I was in the center of the crowd. "You look so much alike, but your hair is different. She seems prettier," the girl said to her. The receptionist offered me a deal. A couple of photos to promote their salon, and she promised to pay me $3,000. Wow, I said to myself, but declined because Sarah's eyes were already wet with tears. "I'm sorry, but no, I can't. My sister feels really bad about it, so I'll turn it down." I was still handed a business card in case I changed my mind. We got home, and I went straight to my audition. For a long time, I had wanted to try my hand as an MC for a local health program. I waited a long time for the vacancy, and I got it. There, I met a great makeup girl, Ashley. She immediately treated me to coffee, and we got to talking. She complimented my hair too, and asked me to do a commercial for their channel. I was hesitant at first, but then she said that if I said yes, she would definitely talk to the CEO directly about hiring me. I couldn't turn down such a chance. You know, this competition is big, especially since it was my dream. So be it. Anyway, my house does not watch advertising, so it was unlikely that Sarah would see, but for me, this was a real chance. I just twirled around in front of the camera, smiling and frequently fixing my hair. It turned out that we had a contract with a shampoo company, and we got good money from the deal. Even I got a percentage. Albeit not a big one, but still. Ashley kept her word, and I got the job. No one was happier than me at that moment. I came home with a cake to celebrate the big moment, but Sarah was sitting in the hall, choking back tears and sobs. I couldn't believe how much this had hurt her. "Why are you sitting here, and why are you crying?" You knew how important this was to me, and you did the commercial anyway? You promised you wouldn't embarrass me. Now everyone will see how bad my hair is." "That's ridiculous. It's not bad. Your hair is fine. It's just not like mine. That's all." Then our mom came over and I handed her the money. She hugged and kissed me and called me her favorite daughter, which made Sarah burst a fart. Honestly, I didn't mean to piss her off. I was just striving for my dream. You can't call it a fair way, but it was all built on favorable terms. Nevertheless, I felt guilty, and I wasn't wrong. My sister was wailing in the backyard in Dad's garage. I heard it all night. Envelopes and open letters were lying beside her. "Why are you here? And what are these?" "No one loves me. You've always had friends and attention, and I'm like your pale shadow. My hair isn't the same as yours. That's why." "Come on, what's hair got to do with it? You're the one pushing everyone away. You don't try to make friends with anyone. You don't let them near you." It's all because of you. Even these letters. These are all offers of people wanting to cooperate with you. There's a lot of money to be made, but you promised you wouldn't do any commercials. You let me down. Is it so important to you? Yes, it is important to me. Imagine that. I asked how I could help her, and my sister said she wanted to visit a beauty salon one last time with me and see how they could help her. I agreed right away. For what it was worth, I really did want to help my sister. We went there early in the morning. It wasn't a salon, but a residential apartment. As Sarah explained to me, the handyman worked from home. We went inside, and the stylist was in the bathroom. I went into the hall, and then my sister jumped me from behind and threw me on the floor. I was so freaked out, I started screaming for her to let me go, but Sarah wouldn't. She yelled, "Come here! Hurry up!" And someone ran out with a mask on her head and scissors in their hands. What's going on? What the hell? I know what I'll do. I'll just cut your hair off and make a wig. Then everything will be fine. Are you out of your mind? And then the person in the mask spoke. Emilia, is that you? I was surprised, turned my head, and said, Yes, who are you? She took her mask off, and it turned out to be Ashley. My sister had found her online, but she didn't know we worked together. My sister lied to her that I supposedly had a disease like lice and didn't want to cut my hair off. And when Ashley saw me, she realized that Sarah had lied. She gave my little sister the money and told her that she wasn't going to get involved in dirty business. Sarah ran off in a rage and tears, and I stayed behind with Ashley for a while. Thank you for recognizing me and not following through. Come on, look, you have unique hair. Envy is a bad trait, but the most common one. Talk to Sarah. It's not about the hair. She just seems to be lacking attention. You guys are really very similar, only your hair is different. And I don't think it's all about the hair. Then I got a call from my mom. She was shocked and told me that Sarah had managed to take all the money out of the house, screaming that she was going to some other town looking for a stylish hairdresser. I told Ashley all about it. It was a good thing she worked in TV and had a lot of connections. Just a couple of hours later, we found my sister. She was sitting around the corner not far from the mall where we used to walk. As I approached the place, a memory struck me. I was suddenly reminded of when, back in my childhood, Sarah and my parents and I had come to that mall. A huge Santa was sitting on a chair waiting for children to sit on his lap and make wishes. Sarah and I sat down at the same time, me on the one leg, her on the other, and I wished for a doll, and Sarah cried, saying she just wanted to be beautiful, but she knew Santa wouldn't do it. Then Santa, instead of comforting her, said, Your sister is prettier than you, but thank God there's plenty of makeup in the world. Ho, ho, ho. From that moment on, my sister called herself ugly. And I remembered something else. All the time, she would come up to me, asking for clothes, cosmetics. Sometimes she'd even ask if I could call her my name. It seemed to me at the time that she was just freaking out because I had better things. After all, she always freaked out when the phrase, "You look so much alike, only your hair is different," was said. I just didn't realize that she wasn't trying to make herself different in the salons. She was trying to make herself me. It was hard to get my head around that. However, it seemed to be true. If it hadn't been for Ashley's words, I wouldn't even have thought of it. God, she not only doesn't like herself, but she's also decided she wants to be me? That being me is great, but it's who she is, and that's a bad thing? I asked myself. I understood why she needed her hair, and I felt sorry for Sarah. Instead of anger, I felt pity and guilty in a way. I wasn't there for her. I was always ahead of her and never turned around. I walked toward her. Sarah wanted to leave, but I stopped her. Wait, I'm sorry. What? For what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have rejected you. I only now realize that you were trying to copy me, that you wanted my attention. You wanted to be near me, to be my little sister, and I was acting too cold. I'm sorry. It's too late, Emilia. It's too late. Please, I'll make it up to you. Just give me a chance. What chance? I'll show you what I'm willing to do for you and me. So I brought her home, put her in her room, and asked her to wait there. Half an hour later, I came out to her with no hair. Bald. What? Why? So you won't feel flawed. I love you. That's what's most important. But what about your ad? Your job? Your dream? I'll wear a wig to work, and I've already made money on advertising. Sarah was crying, and she hugged me. Had I done the right thing? At least my sister saw that she was dear to me, and she stayed home, where she was safe and sound. So my goal was accomplished. What would you have done in my place?